All right, Lakeisha, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, don't sound so excited. It's not gonna be any hardcore questions. Really,
Okay.
I've just been noticing that you've been doing a fantastic job on your page as far as like posting videos and motivational things. So I just kind of wanted you to talk about like what your thought process has been with those, because you've been super consistent, which is what we preach all the time about being consistent with our posts. And I know that was super scary for you to do, but now it seems like you're a rock star. Like,
Oh, thank you. Definitely was scary for me because, I'm not one to make videos. I hate taking pictures. I hate all that. I just hate being in the spotlight. I'm not that type of person. But I figured, if I was really going to try and do this, then I really need to put myself out there for other people to see. That way, get some buzz going, or have people start asking me questions about it. That way I can go from there. So
have you been with all the videos that you've been posting, has it been helping you gain a little bit more confidence, and have you had people asking you questions?
it definitely has gained my confidence. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I'm not as anymore. People have been asking, and I have been asking people if they were interested and if they wanted to do it. But a lot of people, it's like a lot of back and forth. Some people will be like, oh yeah, I'm real interested, and then once I get down to it, and
Yeah.
how much the challenge pack is, or the Shakeology, then they're like, oh, that's a little too expensive. So that's basically like what I'm dealing with now. Like a lot of people's like, oh, that's kind of expensive for me. I can't do it right now, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, totally. But so do you feel like, so obviously we know that one of our main objections that we're going to get all the time is time and money. Like that's nothing new for us, and we know that coming into it. Do you feel like having been posting more consistently and having those conversations, even though people are saying no, does it make you feel like you're gaining a little bit of confidence and feeling more versed as far as what to say?
Yeah, it does, because before, like, I would be like, oh, I don't know what to say, or, what can I say to her? She said this, but now I'm a little bit more confident. I know what to say, and, looking at the scripts a little bit more than what I was before, because before I was just like, I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to ask a question or how to get out there, but, it's coming along.
Good. Good. Well, I won't bog you down anymore. So for those of you that don't know, Lakeisha's been a coach for maybe 3 weeks now.
Brand new. Yep.
Brand new, as she likes to say, right out the package. That's her favorite thing, is she's brand new right out the box. But she's just been doing an awesome job. So I just kind of wanted to pick on her tonight.
Thank you.
With that, I'm going to turn it over to Megan. Megan is going to talk to us about basically how to get your new whatever started right, whether it's your new coach, whether it's your new challenger, and then I'm going to talk about a few things before we end.
Perfect.
Take it away, darling.
Click share screen. I haven't done it from this computer in a while.
Okay.
Can you guys see me? Cool.
And I'm going to make you big, and then there we go. Actually, I think if I put you over here.
I've never done it from Google Drive. I love this. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. Hold on. And it went too far. So this call is kind of like a coaching timeline. So your AKA, I have a new, do I need headphones in?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. And I'm going to mute myself, maybe. Oh, here it is.
Better? Yes, better. Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys this snapshot of what my monthly calendar looks like, but in all of that, you do you. So this is what looks like for me, because this is what works for me. Yours is going to look different. Everybody's is going to look different. The very first week of the month, I am inviting challengers. I'm inviting coaches to sneak peek. And I am starting a clean eating group prep week. That's what works for me. That's where I'm at. Week 2, I'm inviting again with the challengers. So the goal by that week 2 is that I've hit Success Club 10. So I'm not pushing down here at week 4 and 5, trying to still hit Success Club 10. I have done it in week 2, and everything else is focusing on my challengers, my coaches, and all that other stuff. And for the coaches, I'm still inviting to sneak peek, and then I'm doing my actual clean eating group that week, the actual 5 days of clean eating. So then at week 3 for me is a prep week for my challenge group. So that's when the group's opening. We're getting our stuff ready. I'm doing in every sneak peek at least. That way I'm adding hopefully only, or not only, hopefully I'm adding at least 2 people a month. That's the minimum. And then I'm doing follow-ups from the clean eating group, because then hopefully those people I'm following up, I'm inviting into my next challenge group, and now they're wrapping up over here. Week 4, my challenge group is actually hitting the ground running. I'm doing follow-ups from the sneak peek, and I'm inviting to my next clean eating group. And then I put the bonus week 5 down here because not every month has a 5th week, but if it does, I'm just inviting that whole week, and that's just a bonus week heading into the next month. So you have a challenger. Now what? We have our team website, teamperseverebeachbodybb.com, and I'll show you guys that in a minute here. And the password for the web site, it'll pop up. Most of the password is everyone matters. There's a few that Monica and I are still working on that the password is different. Make sure you're muted, guys. I can't.
Thanks. I was about to say, if your mic isn't muted, go ahead and make sure you guys are muted, because I can't mute everyone.
So you need to be sending your challengers a welcome email, Facebook message, whatever it is that you're sending it on, within 24 hours. And again, yours might look a little different, and that's fine. You need to figure out what works for you. They should be getting into a challenge group quickly within 2 weeks. If you're a brand new coach, you're doing your first challenge group with your upline coach, whether that's Monica or me or whoever you're with. You should be doing your first challenge group with them. That way you can see what it looks like. And then I send a Shakeology check-in week 2, and that's the hey girl, what's up? How's your Shakeology going? Are you liking it? A Shakeology reminder email, hey, your Shakeology is going to reorder week 3. And then around that time, I'm doing the coaching opportunity or the Shakeology discount. Then I'm sending them an email about, hey, did you finish your program? Don't forget to do the free challenge t-shirt at the end, and then moving them into a graduate group. So this file right here, I hope you guys can see my mouse. This file right here, this Team Persevere New Challenger Now What, that's on the website. So here's my welcome email. I did attach this too. And I use Gmail, and there's these special things called canned responses where you can type it all up, and I can click 3 buttons and it types this whole thing for me. And that way I don't even have to go to a Word document or anything else and copy paste. It's just right there. So this is on our website. You fix it, do it, whatever you need to do with it. But we do have this available for you. So again, the files are all on the team website. That Shakeology check-in week 2. Hey, how are you liking your Shakeology? Drinking it every day. This is where I try to catch those people that are like, oh yeah, but it's kind of gross. And I'm like, oh, how are you making it? And they're like, oh, I just mix it with water. Well, duh. We all do that in a pinch, but that's gross. So don't do that. And they won't reorder Shakeology because they think it's nasty. So that's when you're kind of catching that. Shakeology reminder week 3. Don't forget, it's going to reorder soon. I've kind of changed up my script on this, and I don't say if you want to put it on hold anymore. I just say, hey, if you want to change your flavor or get a discount, you can sign up as a preferred member coach. And then if they say, oh, well, I need to, put it on hold, cancel it, whatever it is. Even if the first time they say, hey, I need to cancel it, I'll send them the link and be like, hey, here's how you can, put it on hold for a few months. And that way, hopefully they're not canceling it and gone forever. Hopefully they're going to get it again, and I can be like, hey, let's try it differently. And this is where I'm offering them the coach opportunity or a discount. So if it's somebody that's been like rocking hardcore in your challenge group, I'll say that. I'll say, hey, you've been so supportive and so awesome. Like, you're basically doing a coach job. Do you want a sneak peek? Or I'm offering them, hey, how are you liking your Shakeology? I've already talked to them twice here about the Shakeology. So I can say, hey, if you want a discount, here's how we can get you signed up. Then the Beachbody Challenge t-shirt at the end, they just go to that Beachbody-Challenge and fill out the stuff for the free shirt or for the size socks. I just got mine and I'm super excited. And then moving them into a graduate group. And I meant to talk to Monica about this. I don't know if people are putting them in your graduate group, Monica.
We can. I mean, quite honestly, I think that it's fine if we do that, because really a graduate group is just a continuation. There's no set scripts. There's no,
Right.
Sometimes I'll post recipes. Sometimes I'll post my workouts. But those of you that have been in some of like the larger like autumn Labor Day fix group, or she had a memorial group, it's really just a large group of people, but it's constantly there for support. And what happens is a lot of those challengers end up cycling back and saying, hey, I'm ready to jump into one of your smaller groups again and get real focused. Can I do that? And absolutely. So it's just a way for them to constantly have that extra support and motivation. I've got some, old challengers that have been in there for the longest, and occasionally they'll come back up and say, hey, I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, but can I jump back on? And so it's just another way for you to constantly have a way to keep a hand on them.
Yeah. So here is our Team Persevere website. If you haven't been to it, teamperseverebb.com takes you to this whole website. So then there's some different tabs and you can go explore. But the things I'm pulling from right now are under the FAQ and how to sign up a customer, how to sign up a coach, and then the coach documents. That's where I'm about to show you some stuff next. But the how to sign up a customer gives you some information. It'll ask you for the password first, and then it'll go to you this. How to sign up a customer, new challenger, now what? And then all the links you might need. Coach mobile app, coach codes, 5-day quick start, all these things that you send to your new challengers. And back at my welcome email, I attach those things right here. So I say, mark your calendar for Shakeology. I say, don't just mix it with water. Take a look at the meal plan attached, read the other attachments. I attach the challenge commitments, set yourself up for success, and then a welcome to Team Beachbody picture that explains the free trial Shakeology. And that should all be right here. And
hold on. And I'm going to explain something too for new coaches that don't know. So on this new coach how what, you'll see that there's two things that you're maybe like, what are those? So the coach mobile app is how the majority, 90% of us sign up our customers. Quite frankly, people can get super confused. If you try to send them to your website, they go to the wrong place. They end up under somebody else or whatever. So this allows you to fill in all of the information for them. All you need is their email. You can, even if they choose not to do a challenge pack, you can sign in and say skip challenge pack purchase and just click on whatever it is that they want. So if they just want 21 day fix, I think you can type in John Smith #2@gmail and no one has that one. And so it allows you to sign them up a lot easier than trying to send them to your website. So Megan's going to show you real quickly, and I have a YouTube video for all those of you that obviously we're going super fast on this, so you can go back and watch it to just kind of make sure you know how to sign them up. But it takes the thing out of their hands. And so the majority of you probably signed up this way. Your coach sent you an email and it had everything in there, and all we did was use this app. There's an app on your phone. You can also just type in coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. Whatever you need to do either on the computer or on your phone, it works. So you see everything's pretty much there. All right, go back for me real fast.
To here?
Yeah, So the other one is the coaching codes. So occasionally we have issues where people need to go to your website, or they've already ordered something from Beachbody a long time ago and you've gotten them switched up. This website is a third-party website. It's not ran by Beachbody. Obviously, you can tell by the extra stuff that's on there. But the important part is if you scroll down, it's going to have you put in your coach ID number. And when you do that, Megan's
Okay.
scrolled down. I know
Okay.
it's super slow because of all of the crap that they have on there. It gives you the direct link to every single thing in your website. So if you want to send someone, if you can't use the Coach Mobile app, and you want to send them the 21-day fix challenge pack, you go to this website, you put in your Coach ID number, and you scroll down. Oh, you don't have to put in all that. Yeah, okay. You scroll down to challenge pack links, and you click on it, and underneath, say we do size, okay, right there, you're just going to copy and paste that direct link and send it to them. That's going to be your website, and it's going directly to the purchase. So you're not having to say, go to beachbodycoach.com/Coach Monica P and click on shop and then go here. It's taking you to the direct one. Now, if Megan goes here and she signs in, it's not going to bring up the 21-day fix challenge pack or the size challenge pack because she is a coach and she has already bought a challenge pack. So if you try to click on your own link and then you get there and you're like, it's not here, I don't see it, well, that's because you're signed in. So make sure that you sign out before you click on it, but know that it really is your link. Okay.
All right. So now you have an awesome challenger and they are super awesome and they decide to sign up as a coach. What do you do now? So we have this nifty little form that we've uploaded on the website, and we also have it in another, I don't think I attached it like that, but it looks like the challenger picture too. And it is a checklist for you of all of the things you need to do with a new coach. And then we have this website right here for them. It says teamperseverebb.wordpress.com/new coach start here. So that's where they can go and get all of the documents that they need. And it's a little welcome email for Monica. So I send them the welcome email within 24 hours. And before I really even do a whole lot else, I'll also make them set up their electronic fund transfer. So that way, if they sell a challenge pack in, day one, that they are getting that money in their bank versus getting a paper check, because that is a pain. So then you're setting up your getting started right call with them within 1 week. And that might be with your upline coach, whoever that is on the team. That might be, you're at a point where you feel confident doing that by yourself now, kind of wherever you're at. Then help them craft their open for business post that, hey, I've had success, or my coach has had success. If you want information, comment, I'm in, that kind of post. And your follow-up from the getting started right is within the second week. And then they are hitting Coach Basics the first week of the month. So that way, hopefully, they're hitting that Coach Basics that first week of the month. And by middle of the month, they know what it is to be Emerald. They know what it is, for the team cycle bonuses. They understand all of that basic stuff. And hopefully they hit Emerald by that first week, or that first month. And they're hitting Success Club to get Success Club starter. So that way, if they set that expectation, if you set that expectation for them now, they're going to take off and they're going to continue to do that month after month. So this, all this stuff is real good. And if I always recommend going through it and making sure you have done all these things. Something I had not done until like June or July was following a bunch of successful coaches on Facebook. Like I had a couple that I was following, but I went through and followed a bunch more. And I have loved seeing their posts and crafting those into my own versions. So I love that. I think the last thing is, how do you keep track of all this? So I was going to attach all these pictures and I didn't get a chance to attach the pictures. You could do whiteboard like Monica. I have my whiteboard. And it's in my closet because I had somebody sleeping over here this weekend. So I have my whiteboard and I have all my challengers, all my coaches listed and where they're at. And I, for my challengers, also have a little like columns for them to say, okay, they're on Shakeology. They have completed their program. They filled out the Beachbody Challenge. I have a little spot for who I've invited to sneak peek, and they said yes, and I have followed up with them. And then my coaches and what status they're on. You could also do a calendar. So where through Google, there's another one called Sunshine Calendar. And I'll add that here so that we have that later. But Sunshine, it is a calendar that it's available on across all platforms, all that stuff. So you're able to say, okay, I need to follow up with Monica next week because she just started, so she's going to be in her challenge group, and I need to follow up with her in 2 weeks about Shakeology. And even something cool to do with that is if you're going to sit down and spend some time scheduling out those, is copying and pasting what you're going to say. So copying and pasting that template into the reminder that's going to pop up to say, hey, today you need to email Monica about her Shakeology order. So that way you can just copy and paste from there. You could, sorry, dropped my earbud. You could also use an Excel file, kind of like we do the whiteboards, just create the columns of here's my new customers. Let me see if I can open mine quickly.
I have mine open.
I think this should go pretty quick right here if it opens.
Oh, yeah.
I do mine all in Google Docs so that I can access it wherever I want. And I have not been very good at filling it out, but I've got who's in my current challenge group. I've got the program they're doing. And then as they do their intro videos, like I've had a couple today do their intro videos, I can go in and put little X's to mark that they've accomplished those things. And I can go back and say, hey, Stacy, you haven't done your intro video, instead of having to hunt and peck through those groups. So that is all I have. Monica?
Yeah. So the main thing I just want to touch on that Megan has talked about is, number one, the template for, I saw this question pop up in the message. The template and the information for everything that we're going over tonight is on the website. There are a few tabs that aren't completely finished, and that's because it's a work in progress, so I'm finishing it. But the most important thing that you guys need on, like, how to sign up challengers, what to do with them next, a new coach, what to do as a new coach, like what do you do, where do you go, where do you find stuff, all of that is in there, and I'm constantly updating it. So we really, really want to try and get you guys to focus on using that as well, because we've worked really hard to develop all these tools to help you guys be successful. And so like she said, so the Excel document or the Google Doc that she uses, I've uploaded my template on there. So I have the same thing. I've got a place for me to keep my Mac Daddy list, a place for me to keep track of my challengers. But it's important as you start to add challengers and be in different groups, and maybe you're in a challenge group over here and you have a challenger right here, and then you also have a couple people in the sneak peek. You have to figure out what's going to work best for you to track it, because all of the coaches on this team that are at the point where they're being successful in their business can tell you that one of the things is they had to figure out how to be organized, and you have to figure out kind of what works for you. I'm a little all over the place. I am type A, so I do have a very much, Excel document, color-coded, whatever else. But I don't look at that every single day. So I have a whiteboard as well. My whiteboard is a little bit different. I have two whiteboards. I have one whiteboard with just our coaching team on it, so that I know, where you're at in rank and kind of what, your goals are for this month or this particular year. And then I have a whiteboard that sits on my desk and that's right in front of me. And that's where I keep track of who I'm talking to at the current moment, and who has said, no, but hit me up when you do your first October group. I've got a place for my next 2 challenge groups, so that it's right in front of me and I'm not having to go search for it. One of the things that I learned from a top coach was that she had this whiteboard in front of her, and it always had a list of 10 people who she was talking to. And so, what is that? Oh, it always had a list of 10 people. And so each week she would wipe that board clean and have an additional, new 10 people. And so for me, I tend to move those 10 people wherever. So if they're in my follow-up category and they've said no, not till October, I'll move them to October. If it's someone that I've sent them a link to, then, you know, I've got a spot for them on that board so that I know. But then I also have a box of people who I'm keeping an eye on for our coach sneak peek. And so that calendar that Megan talked about, really, in the beginning as a brand new coach, you have our team calendar, which is why I said it's important, you know, for you guys to make sure that you have that downloaded, because it's going to be run the same way every single month. So, you know, it kind of gets you in that routine of, this is what my month looks like. Here's how I get into a flow. So, you know that our first week is a new coach boot camp. The second week is going to be a clean eating group. The third week is going to be a coach sneak peek. And the fourth week is going to be your challenge group, because most of you are new coaches. You're just trying to get people into that first challenge group. I will always have 2 challenge groups going. So if you just happen to have 1 or 2 people in the very beginning of the month, then you're going to have some place to put them. Julie, I wanted to touch on the question you asked about challengers. So for me, I have mine all of my groups are all on one page. And so they're sectioned off by different colors. And as I move them into the graduate group, then I delete the blank cells that are in between, and I make the graduate group all one color. So then I just have them separated into each group of whatever group they're in. And so then that's an easy place for me to go back. If I haven't talked to a challenger in a while, then it's easy for me to look and be like, oh, I haven't talked to that person in a while, and I'll just go back and shoot them a hey girl message. So you have lots of tools available to you on that, you know, especially on a new coach list. If you're a brand new coach and you are at the point where you're signing coaches up, it can be super scary to feel like, I don't know what to do, I just started, and that's totally understandable. We've all been there. The great thing is you have your upline support. Your first couple of getting started right calls or GSR calls are going to be done with your upline. And some of us are kind of changing how we're doing that. But you'll have us as your support system to walk you through kind of what we do and how we're successful with that. And then you have, you know, at this point in time, everything is so fresh in your mind, and you don't have as many shiny objects, as I like to say, like different things going on that you have to do, that really it's just teaching them what you're doing right now. So the inviting process, making sure you're, you know, just kind of duplicating what you're doing. So if you're sending out an invite each day, then you're teaching them to do the same thing. If you're making a post on Monday night about our next challenge group coming up, then you're doing the same thing. So it's just kind of right now, whatever steps you take, then you're just going to tell them to do the exact same thing. And then the very last thing I want to touch on is, don't forget, next Monday we're starting our team 3-day refresh challenge. And so I tagged all of you in that post last night. We've had a couple people comment. And what I've done is, if that person has commented, I'll go and look at whose friend they are. And if you guys haven't seen it, then I'll tell you to shoot them a message because they're interested. So the thing with that is it's going to be like a team unity thing. And obviously we're gaining more exposure. We've talked about how to really you know, add the 3-day refresh into our challenge packs and using the Kickstart challenge pack. So it's a way for us to talk about it and support each other. One of the things that obviously you guys hear me preach on all the time is, you'll know that this is a family edition. Like, we are like a second family. And so it's important that we translate that on our Facebook pages. So if you guys aren't friends with each other, you go friend everybody on our team. So that way, as we start posting different stuff, we can really start loving on each other. And so you guys know on Monday nights, typically we're all going to be posting some sort of Monday night status. So go and love on each other, because what's that going to do? It's going to in turn help you, because it's going to keep your newsfeed important and keep it up there. So same thing with this 3-day refresh. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be sharing, like, you're going to be literally sharing. So I guess it's Tuesday. We would need to talk about it. So obviously we're going to start on Monday. You're going to be sharing, like, I'm starting the 3-day refresh. And then you're just, like, each day you're going to share, like, here's what I had. You're going to post pictures of your meals, like, letting people see that we're actually eating real stuff. We're not just drinking a whole bunch of stuff all day. And just really kind of getting exposure to that. But then we're also encouraging each other, because this is going to be a first time for you, a lot of you guys, to actually do it. And it can be tough in the beginning, because I know I have a lot of meat eaters on the team, myself included, but it's 3 days. We can do anything for 3 days. And you feel a whole lot better. And that I can personally attest to. So, you know, we just need to be encouraging with each other as we post about that stuff. So we've got about 5 minutes left. I'm going to open it up for a little bit of Q&A to see what questions you guys kind of had for this week. And then we will wrap it up tonight. So does anyone have any specific questions over anything that we talked about, or 3-day refresh, or no one loves me? I feel like no one loves me tonight. We don't have any questions. We're just rock stars, Megan. We got it all hammered out.
I love you. I love you.
Well, I love y'all too. Okay, so if we have no questions, then I'll let y'all go to bed early, because who doesn't love to go to bed early? And let me stop.